and video number 2 because it cut off on me. And got myself a little bit ready here to get ready to go to work. But picking up where it left off, as far as that some you can't, and then that's where management should come in and, do a determination, if you will, or determine if they need to step in. You know what I'm saying? And especially if there's a lot of other co-workers, and this can be applied in family thing too, that, say you get 5 people that come and say, hey, so-and-so and da-da-da-da-da, and, doing this, continues to do this, and continues not to do, continues not to be a team member, continues to only help or be a part of a certain other coworker to make that coworker's day go easier and better, but not doing the same every day they are scheduled, every day they work, no matter who they work with. And as far as myself, it's not about who I work with. It's about what do I represent. That I myself will be satisfied and not ashamed of me, or lacking, of me being in lacking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess I just do because it's part of your task. It's part of life, like say your home life, your task, and they're not chores. And that's where, see, words are, or punishment, wrong word. And we shouldn't be casting it as a punishment. So the concept in minds are, why am I being punished? Like if we go through life and we get hard knocks coming at us and we think it's punishment. What did I do wrong? Like myself, what did I do wrong? And da-da-da. But really, I'm not to do that. I'm to say, okay, well, apparently it was not meant for me. Like they say, rejection is protection. And how you're driving along and all of a sudden you're used to going the same way, right? Then all of a sudden you decide, let me go this way today. Right? And then you find out later, I mean, God forbid, don't wish anything on anybody. But then you find out later that at that same time that you would have went down that street, there was an accident. Now God forbid, I'm not saying, but you see how we project and our perception is. I believe, honestly, our perception is all messed up in the majority of us. Misled, misguided, mistaught, you see. And we go into the negative. We allow that negative to pull us down, 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 further and further and further until we're just angry at the world, angry at everyone else and everyone around us. You know what I mean? And I've been there, experienced that. And I repented. I apologize to each and every one. But I was stuck in mud. Hello. Stuck in mud. Stuck in the negative. Stuck in the trials and the turmoils and the tossings and the turnings of the storm that keeps you down, angry at the world, fight or flight, you know. You know what I'm saying? Fight or flight, right? You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. You're only hurting you. You're only hurting yourself. You're letting all that rob you from your life. Like me, smoking, drinking, hanging in the bars, getting all mixed up with the men in the bar scene. Come on, we know what it's about, right? Come on. You know, so you see, you get tangled up, twisted up and snared up and all that leads to one thing and then leads to another. It keeps you in the grips of the claw of the demonics or the demon's claw. You know what I'm saying? Or in the serpent's mouth. Just little by little, like a snake. Oh, a snake with its mouth and how it opens wider and wider and it's just slowly devouring you. Bam. That's what it does. It's robbing you. It's stealing you from your happiness, from your life's purpose, from your life's journey, which you're going to have to come back and do it again. Different people, different place, different face. We want to reach graduation, right? Reach the jubilee, the ceremony. Hello. But don't let that stuff keep you down. You got to break free. You got to become like Incredible Hulk in chains and turn into Incredible Hulk and just bust free from the chains and let them fall at your feet. Hello. Like a superhero. It takes work. It takes mental reset. Excuse me. And it's a daily process. It's a daily process. It is. Every day. But it all has to do with what you're watching. What you're putting into this. What you're allowing yourself to be. The noise. What noise are you allowing? Hello? It matters. Our environment. It matters. Trust me. Believe me. It matters. So cards today, folks. And this was just one card each from some, that I have that the divine says they're okay. And I go by what Supreme Being is telling me as far as card wise. Okay, to use as representation, as tools to make a job easier, to be used, to fix and to repair. Hello, right? So, first one, Five of Pentacles. Now, this is for all of us. Hardship, isolation, financial struggle, resilience, growth, and the potential for positive change after a period of difficulty. Yes. Okay. General meaning is that it can represent a time of feeling excluded, lacking resources, or facing financial challenges. Potential growth. Despite the difficulties, the possibility of finding strength within you, strength. Find the mentors, find the people that will lift you up. And music and words of wisdom, a book, a lecture, friends that are truly for your well-being now, for your growth, for your reaching your best self. And learning valuable lessons. That's what it's about. We're to learn lessons. It can also, interpretation is financial challenges. Finding new income sources or learning financial lessons. Emotional and relationship healing. Reconnecting with people, love, or support after a period of loneliness, and learning to trust and accept help. Spiritual and personal growth, finding renewed faith or purpose after feeling lost, becoming more self-sufficient and emotionally resilient. Now, key words here: resilience, the ability to overcome adversity and emerge stronger, learning, gaining valuable lessons from challenging experiences, transformation, the potential for positive change and growth. That's the goal. Positive change and positive growth. In the upright, which I only read uprights, okay? The card can suggest a period of hardship or a need to address financial issues, but also an opportunity for growth and resilience. Okay? This is for us to learn our lessons of the breakdown here of what it's saying, but to know, pull your boots on up by the bootstraps and become more and more self-sufficient and more in resilience and growth. Higher mindset, higher person, be a higher positive, energetic person. Okay? 3 cards came out for this one deck, which is really pretty cards, right? I used these before. But I let come out what came out, and these came out all at one time. And once again, pay yourself first. Even if it's $5 putting in a can, or saving up all your tips. Reserve them. Keep them. Let them build up. Let them add up. Find more or better meal deals. You know what I'm saying? Where get more for your money. Okay, even if it's got to be leftovers the next day, but you can still use some of those leftovers and then add something fresh to it. You know, say you got meat left over, or mashed potatoes, or macaronis. Well, then the next day what you do is you reuse that. Okay? And just add vegetable, or maybe 2 vegetables, to get vegetables more in the diet, right? Or salad. Okay? But pay yourself first, people. Even if it's change, putting in a jar, even if it's $10-20 a week. I know it seems minute. Oh my God, well, you know, but if you just do it, it's disciplining. Okay, that's what it's teaching you, to discipline yourself. Okay, I'm putting 25 in. Savings account, or in this jar, or in this cup, and every payday. And do not touch it. It's called just, you got to discipline. To tell yourself, look, I got clothes. Let me see what all I got and what I can rearrange, mix and match that suits me. Most of us are working most of the time anyway. So what do you need? Work clothes, basically. It's going to be your attire. And then what you really need at home for homeware, right? You know, lounge wear. You know, socks, undergarments, you know, things like that. We just want so much more, don't we? We always want. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting yourself something, but try to stay disciplined within that. I know, I had to learn this long ago. And just to be satisfied with it. You know? Be thankful for it, you know? It's okay. And see, this is another perception that makes us feel like we're nothing, that makes us feel low, that makes us feel insignificant, like we're not worthy. Focus on your priorities. And if you don't know what they are, then I would suggest that you do some deep soul searching and deep internal recollection and figure that out. Nobody can tell you what your priorities are but you. Okay? You know, priorities, you know, where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. In other words, like the word says, the teaching says, reap what you sow. You plant roses, you're going to get roses. Hello. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. And that's what we're lacking, I think, in a lot of us, majority of us, is self-confidence. It's been drained out of us. It's being sucked out of us. Life and life happenings are confidence. Block out distractions. I should show you the cards, I guess. Sorry about that. This one's priorities. Pay yourself first. 5 of Pentacles. This one, block out distractions. Okay? We know what all that is. Block out that doesn't serve you for your highest being, but for your well-being. You know, you can only handle so much talk about other people and all. There comes a point in time where you got to say, you know what, that's none of my business. And pay mind to your business, right? Hello. You know what I'm saying? I won't go into that detail. 10:10 on the clock. And these are really pretty cards. Look at this. Beautiful. So pretty. What is it called? Togetherness Quilt. Spiritual Crafting Oracle Deck. Look how pretty the box. Okay, very pretty. And I went with my divine supreme being, the supreme being, God, if you will, spirit, if you will, to guide me, to tell me it's okay. These are good. These are fine. Okay? To use as tools. And each to your own now. I'm talking about myself here. This one is Woven Dreams. Set achievable goals and develop a roadmap to turn your aspirations into reality. It takes time. It takes setting that priority. It takes steps. Look how pretty. Let me see it. Okay? It takes steps. And one other tool that I looked up was to actually draw yourself a scale as a ladder with however many prongs, rungs, steps that you want, okay, in it. And then within each step, you set